Hello crypto legends. In this episode, we are going to be focusing on the local 15-minute time frame to understand the price action that we have got this week, okay? Try and identify what are the next potential moves and what are the next trading scenarios that I am looking for. Now, we do know that we do have the anchored VWAP, okay, from the April low with the point of control of the price action from May and July that bounced very nicely here on Monday, getting a nice rally of a few $1,000s. I'm actually in that long position, and today in the VIP and the pro community, I just let the people know that I've taken another 30% profits just because I do see a bearish case scenario. I am documenting every single trade that I take personally here, guys, in the VIP, exactly where I enter, where's my stop loss, and what I'm targeting, and giving that information every single day. If you are interested in that, you just need to join the first link down below, which is the community Telegram, and you can get more information to join the VIP. It's pretty simple. You just need to sign up to Bluffin or Weeks, make a minimum deposit. Okay, you got insane bonuses. Bluffin with the 10% cashback. You can get VIP 1 or VIP 2 as well, depending on what you deposit. And also Weeks has that airdrop position on Ethereum. You know, you can see all the different bonuses that you get. Sign up with the link down below, one of these exchanges. Sign up here through the community and Telegram, and we can join you right away, okay? Send me a DM to my Telegram channel, and we'll look to join you where I am sharing my trades, guys. I literally share all of my trades in here. Now, let's go right away through the different scenarios on the local time frame. We do know that we have that massive amount of resistance here, the value area low from the last 2 months, July and August, and we also have the anchored VWAP from all-time high. We do have a potential inverted head and shoulder. You might see this kind of price action, which is very common for a massive reversal, right? You got the left shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder formation right over here, just attempting to break that neckline where we do have a lot of resistance. So, you know, you're like, hey, this is a reversal pattern, right? You ain't gonna, you know, fib me here with the potential of the price of going to lower levels. We're just about to pop out because we have been downtrending here for the last few weeks. Well, it's a little bit more complex than that, unfortunately, okay? I'm in a long position. If we were to get that breakout and massive steam here to the upside, I would just be more than happy because I am mainly in long position here on Bitcoin. I am interested in shorts, and I will be looking to execute a short and let know the VIP and the pro community. So what do I need to see, right? Why didn't I enter a short position? There are ways of snipering the short on some levels to the upside, which 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 is providing in the pro community here very nicely, okay? They already executed a short here at the highs at 112.8K, which is, you know, pretty good indeed, without a doubt. But I'm not in that short, okay? This is mainly scalping activity, being very defensive with the guidance that 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽 is providing. So overall, let's take a look at the 15-minute time frame and understand, can we break this amount of resistance? Is this movement bullish and we're just going to go to higher levels, or are we forming some kind of a complex corrective structure? I just want to let you know that the big bearish case scenario, which is forming a leading impulsive move to the downside, right, built up with 1, 2, 1, 2, well, this right over here should have to be, you know, should be your second wave 2, right? Your third wave 1 and 2, sorry. Now, it's not looking great. It's not looking great. We're almost going to take out this high, okay? We're very close to taking it out. Very, very, you know, long correction structure here. So for this to roll over, right, and form a big wave 3, extreme low probability, guys. Like, we're not fearful in getting a major breakdown here. We could test below 107K. That's actually something that I'm looking for. But a big major breakdown is significantly decreasing in probabilities, meaning that I would be extremely interested in looking for long positions if we get below 107K, okay? Now, taking a look at the liquidity heat map, we do have significant liquidity building up to the downside. Now, you would arguably discuss there's more liquidity to the upside, and we're very close to it. So I do think that we could fetch that liquidity above 113.5K. There's hundreds of millions of dollars of short liquidations, right, to the upside, but we're building a lot of liquidity below 107K. So it seems like testing highs and testing lows is what we could be seeing here throughout the next coming days and weeks, okay? Still forming that massive, large corrective structure, because if we are decreasing in probabilities for a multiple 1-2 and then break down. Even if you take out this high, right, you would suggest, we're probably thinking about the possibility of this being an ABC flat, but this would be extremely long. This second wave 1 and 2 would be so long compared to your first wave 1 and 2 correction right there that, it's just very, very low probability, and we're not even taking it into consideration till we actually get some pretty decent impulsive moves to the downside. So let's zoom in on the 15-minute time frame and try and understand this price action to the upside. Yesterday, we were talking about the possibility of this being a contracting diagonal. Now, we could have a discussion on this because the correction of your wave 3 did overlap the support, okay, of your trend line from wave 2 and wave 4. Now, this is technically allowed. However, it does decrease in probabilities. You never prefer getting that trend line inside, of that wave 3, overlapping that trend line, okay? You never prefer that scenario, and it does decrease the probability to look at this as a contracting diagonal. Now, if you can count something else apart from a contracting diagonal, which usually has the lowest probabilities, if there is something else, regardless if it's a multiple 1-2 or a complex corrective structure in a WXY, you would give priority to the multiple 1-2 or the complex corrective structure, okay? So if this were to be an ascending contracting diagonal, which eventually we would be looking at for it to be a wave A or a wave 1, a leading contracting diagonal, it is less common than an ending contracting diagonal, right? Which would be a wave 5 or a wave C. So for this to be a wave 1 or a wave A, not looking too great. You do have overlap here from your correction of your wave 3. Not looking too great. You cannot count properly here a 3-wave structure. It's just not looking too great. Now, this would have to be the correction eventually, and you would have to be looking at this as, your start of a major impulsive move to potentially form your wave C or your wave 3. You know what? This movement to the downside actually counts better as a 5-wave structure. When we do zoom in on the 15-minute time frame, okay, we can see here the dump, little consolidation. You can possibly fit a flat right there. The big wave down, correction, and another pretty large move to the downside here. It does count better as a 5-wave move to the downside. So if you're fitting this as a contracting diagonal and you got a 5-wave move down, not looking too great. We always, we're already saying that this has lower probability. You got a 5-wave move here to the downside. We don't like it. So everything doesn't look great for this bullish case scenario to get a major pop to the upside, either in a wave C or a wave 3, right? And get to 115, 116, right? Very successfully. Because of this being low probability, contracting diagonal, and also having a 5-wave move down here, very clearly this is much better as a 5-waver. If you do have a 5-wave move down and you do take out the highs of that 5-wave move to the downside, you need to start thinking of flats. And that's where we do have the flat here right in this zone, which brings me this scenario right over here. This WXY. Now, the overall question is, have we finished the last leg here to the upside? Now, this is very, very complex. Of course, you got your nice push to the upside. You got a running flat here, and then you got your push here in your wave C, and a 3-wave structure to finish your W. Now, right over here, what you do have is that sideways WXY and a 3-wave structure for your A wave, 3-wave up in a B wave, 5-wave move down to finish that flat structure in your wave X, okay? So here we would be counting a flat. And this has gained probabilities just because we've taken out the start of an impulse. If you form an impulsive move down and you take the initial stages of that impulse, you need to think about a flat. You need to think about a flat formation based on the previous price action. And that's what we basically got right over here. So as we can see with this rally, nice push, high volume, corrective move, and then the next push up. Now, my overall question here, we do have some important news later on, this unemployment rate in a couple of hours from the upload of this video. So pay attention. This could be a pump and dump, a dump and a pump. Make sure to be defensive when this comes out because it might create a bit of local volatility. And if you have some local trades, you can get stopped out very easily, right? Depending if it just creates, pump and dump or a dump and a pump, right? Better to stay away from that news because we don't know where what's going to happen basically, and then execute a trade later on, right? When the price calms down and we have better structure. So my overall question here right now, I think this is what is increasing in probability. We're literally putting this almost in the bin because it's low probabilities anyway, and the movement down is a 5-wave structure. It counts better as a 5-waver. So it's like, it's just a big fat mess. We don't want to even consider it at this point. Now, this is what's looking more interesting, okay, where we have a complex WXY locally here. Now, the overall question is, has this been the ABC right over there, just taking out the highs? A lot of people are eyeing that lower high right over here, such as myself, with the anchored VWAP and the value area low between July and August, which is, exactly at that zone. Now, also something to take into consideration, if we are taking this as a ABC movement up, when we do take a look at the extension, this being the A wave and this being the B wave, well, the 1-to-1 and the 1-2-3-6 Fibonacci is, a common zone area, right, for that C wave to finish. 1-to-1 is the one that's getting rejected right now from this 3-wave structure. Can we manage to stretch our legs with one more leg to hit the 1-2-3-6, which is actually at 113.5K, which would just be sweeping up that high? This is a pretty interesting swing failure pattern level. If you can manage risk and we do get that push up and swing failure pattern, make sure to manage risk here. It's not going to be an easy trade. It can be a very easy one. You just might wick up and then close below it, and then it starts rejecting very aggressively. But the main reason here about this is this the end of the 3-wave structure? Was this the end? You can count a 3-waver here, or is this actually your 3rd wave? Got high volume right there. If we do maintain above the 382 and the 50% Fibonacci, okay, from this pivot low to the pivot high, if we do maintain without overlapping this pivot, there is a chance of forming a 5-waver here, right? If we were to move up from here, there is a chance of counting a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even still, here you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 correction and another push up. All right, you form an impulsive move, which would be labeled as your wave A. You get your corrective move here, and then you push up one more time, and this is what's going to be your WXY, right? So it's, the overall question is the high in here, or are we going to see this as your A wave, your correction in a B wave, and then your C wave to finish your Y wave here, right? In that zigzag, it's going to manage to push up above 114, maybe 115, and that's where we get the rejection. I am waiting patiently. I am a very patient trader. I want the best scenarios. Of course, if the price were to leave without me in that short from this zone, okay, to possibly claim 107.2K, I would just have to remain patient for that sign of weakness, okay, in a 5-wave move to the downside, and pay attention very closely to that bounce, guys, because ultimately, if I don't catch the high either here or we form that zigzag up and catch it later on in this zone, well, I'll have to wait for the sign of weakness in the first wave, okay? A bounce is going to happen at some point, regardless if it's here, here, or here, and I want to hop in on that bounce in between the 50% and the 7/8 Fibonacci from that impulsive move down, because I do know that the probabilities are higher for a 3rd wave to the downside, regardless if it's a C wave or a 3rd wave down. I want to get into the 3rd wave formation. Okay, so that's a little bit what I'm looking at here. We either continue this uptrend momentum, a successful break up, from above $114,000. Yes, you can reach 115, but a successful break up to, literally go to 118, 120K is low probability, guys, based on the information that we have from the last few days, okay? This is not looking too great as a contracting diagonal. This looks better as a 5-wave down, so this is why we are fitting this complex, okay, WXY double zigzag structure. So yeah, this is a little bit of what we have here, guys. Overall, not much to say there. I think there is a high chance that we could be claiming the low again, just because the movement here to the upside doesn't look too great for an impulse. Contracting diagonal, yeah, not the best. The movement down does look impulsive, not corrective. That means that we are likely in a corrective structure that is going to struggle very much to break successfully above $114,000 and potentially get that reversal. Now, as I mentioned, I am not in the short trade yet. I'm very, very careful. I want high probability trading setups, and I will be letting you know the VIP when I enter that trade. But this is the most likely scenario. Unsuccessfully break above the highs here and potentially claim the lows in the next coming days or entering into next week, okay, at 107.2K. Catch that liquidity because there is a lot of it, and then maybe get the reversal. If we do break out with power, in high volume and we're just pumping, I'm not interested in catching that short, okay? I need, choppiness, count the waves here, see the sign of weakness, and then execute that short. Now, when we go to the higher time frame, what I want to let you know is eventually, if the bearish case scenario here, based on timing, which is the multiple 1-2, is decreasing in probability, well, what we are looking at here is to fit some corrective structures. We're likely going to be forming large correction here throughout the next couple of weeks, and it does seem like that the highest probability is that we're going to hit all-time high at some point in the future, but locally there is the chance of breaking down. So overall, interested in shorts, but very careful in executing that shorts, because I do see a high chance of claiming the low. And if we do claim the low in the next coming days, I will be very interested in long positions, realizing that the successful breakdown in a wave 3 has low probabilities. So basically, looking for shorts to claim this low, and then looking for longs later on if that low is claimed. If we push up from here, I'll be more than happy because I'm still in partially that long position, okay, that was taken on Monday. Thank you very much, legends, for joining. Remember that you got exclusive bonuses of bluffing, okay, 10% cash back. You get VIP depending on what you deposit to decrease your fees drastically. Weeks also with insane perks, guys. You got the second link down below, or the fourth one for bluffing or weeks, okay. Great platforms. Sign up and join the VIP once you do so. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.